So welcome to another lesson where we focus on expectations from our instructors or lecturers or professors on you. So what do professors or instructors or lecturers in universities expect from you as a student who is joining the university? So by the end of this session or this lesson, you should be able to uncover expectations or to identify expectations. What you need to be prepared of so that when you come to university or start your university studies, lessons might go well and all your life will become much more easier. We have an activity where you need to have a notebook and a pen to be able to write down the answers and reflections from your end. So let's think of the following scenario. In high school, learning often feels like being served a meal. Teachers will make sure that your plate is full. They remind you how to eat, when to eat, and sometimes even feed you the answers. But in university, no one is serving you anymore. So the dining table is full. You must decide what to eat, what to take, how much and when to take that food. So if you don't show up, no one is going to chase you, push you, or force you to go to eat. But you live hungry generally. Now, so if your university learning is a buffet, what do you think your professors will expect from you to bring at the table to ensure that learning can happen? So take your notebook and a pen, write down all your observations of the expectations from your professors. So I'm sure you have written a number of expectations, but remember, when you speak about universities, we don't think we are going to spend a lot of time in the classroom. Just like in high school where you spend about 9 hours from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the evening studying and being instructed by the teachers, in university life is different. You don't have to stay all the time in the classroom. You have to manage yourself and do your thing. So to cope at in this university level, you need to be reasonably good at some aspects. For example, you need to be well in adapting yourself to new environment, but again to new people that you meet for the first time in the university. You also need to be able to have surviving skills, to be able to work with large groups, work with different students, so that you can be able to attain or achieve your goals. But in the end, you also need to be flexible in terms of the learning styles you use, when do you learn best, and what strategies you can put in place to learn best at your own time. So these are the issues. But then if you are to be a good student or learner at the university, you're expected to have a number of characteristics. So for example, the first characteristic you need is basically to be independent. You should be able to stand on your feet, work alone, and do your independent studies alone. But again, you expect you to be self-motivated, pushing yourself to the limit, working hard to ensure that you're achieving your goals, but ensuring that you can be able to achieve more at your own push and self-motivation. We also expect you to be able to set your own goals. The goals could be daily goals, what you achieve in a day. It could be weekly goals, what you want to achieve in a week. It could be monthly, or it could be semester-wise. So, but you need to have goals. You need to have a calendar or a notebook where you have to set all these goals and write them down so that you can be able to recall and see which one is finished, which one has been attended to, and which one has not been attended to. It's also critically important to be able to manage your time well. In the university, you have a lot of time, ample time for you to navigate a number of issues. But what is important is that you have to ensure that you are managing time. You need to have a schedule, a timetable that will guide you on how best you can be able to use the time available and make efficient use of the time. And we want you to have also skills that will allow you to be able to work with different people, different groups of people. So these skills will really help you be able to navigate the life in the university and push you to the end as you work through the life in the university. And of course, finally, we need to see the ability of yourself being able to work out for yourself in terms of the activities and projects you want to work. So for example, you'll be given projects, you'll be given assignments. Even if you're not working in groups, you're working individually. What we expect of you is that you need to push your assignment alone. You need to push your project alone. So that ability of working out things at your own will be critical in your life in the university. So there are many other expectations, but in the moment, those are the key issues. This marks the end of this lesson. So in the next lesson, you're going to learn more about a number of skills, but looking into how teaching and learning in university is different from teaching and learning in schools. Thank you.